What's going on, traders? Gates here. It's day 17 of the $1,000 account challenge, and I'm up $0. I did take trades today. In fact, I took 3. I just wound up break even. So not including commissions, down $0, up $0. With commissions, my account balance is $1,155.31. I think I paid like $2 in commission fees to trade today. So what happened? We're going to start with Walmart. Beautiful breakout setup that absolutely took off. Unfortunately, I just didn't hold this trade long enough. I'll explain why later, but it was a long idea above $89. We get the initial rally to 89, rejection. Second rally to 89, rejection. We're not trading this at that time, but then what we noticed, let me screenshot this for you and draw this out. This is a proper head and shoulders pattern where you have a left shoulder here, the head of the pattern there, the right shoulder there, and then you get the breakout move to the top side. Head and shoulders pattern, well, it's inverted, but it's a head and shoulders pattern, and so the theory is that you get a continuation move higher once you get a break of the top of the pattern. And what's beautiful about this is I actually called this out for everybody in the Discord server before it even happened. Here is the price action in the chart that I posted before the move even happened. So I knew what we were looking for. That's why when it broke $89, we took the market buy there, caught the move up into the high of day, and took the profits there. Now, in the grand scheme of things, I know I missed a lot of this move, but there's a good reason why. My fear was that I was taking trades on market buy breakouts that just weren't following through. This was the last trade that I took on the day. So my 2 prior trades that I took were both similar trades, market buy into high of day. Neither one of those trades gave me follow through. So when I was offered enough profit to put me back break even on the day, I just went ahead and took it. On one hand, you could be like, well, you're being fearful and you're letting your past trades dictate your future trade. But on the other hand, you could argue that I'm being really smart by taking the profits when they're offered, booking a break even day, saving face on those losing trades, and living to fight another day tomorrow. The next trade that I took was on AMD. It was a long idea above $103. We get the rally up to the previous day's closing price and a little bit of a pullback. Then we get the higher high and the pullback. And what I start noticing is that this prior resistance there acting as new support here. So when we do get the rally back up off of the previous day's closing price, I went ahead and took the market buy for the run up to and through the high of day, which we got. I was green on the trade right away. I just wasn't even up 10%, which is not enough for me to take profit on. And when this reversed back down pretty heavily, I noticed that this prior resistance there was not acting as a support point here. And so I cut the trade. This was about a $2 loss for me. Not that big of a deal. I did make the right decision to cut that though, because since then, this has not done anything except for consolidate and move lower. And I highly doubt that even if I held through and we got the higher high over here, that I would have even been up 10% at that time due to theta. So making the choice to cut this trade for a $2 loss there, absolute right decision. The other trade that I took was on Apple. Very similar situation where we have consolidation under the previous day's closing price, which is right here. Then the breakout into the high of day. It was a long idea above 223.5, but what I noticed was that the previous day's closing price was holding as support. It's almost the same type of trade that I took on AMD. Market buy into the move up off the PDC into the high of day, looking for that follow through, and we just don't get it. So as this reverses and pulls back down, literally the moment that this breaks lower than my entry price, I cut the trade. It was about a $10 or $11 loss here, I think. So the only thing I could have done differently on the Apple trade was maybe hold through and average into the trade there to catch this leg up. Or I could have just entered the trade on a re-entry over here, not averaged, cut this one, entered the re-entry there, and then caught this move up. On AMD, the only thing I could have done differently here was maybe take the profits when they were offered. Like I said, I was up $10 on this trade at one point, but not quite 10%. So even in hindsight, looking back, I don't know that in real time I would even take the profits on this if I were to take this same exact trade again. And on Walmart, the only thing I could have done differently here was maybe hold through a little bit longer. But like I said, Walmart was my saving grace trade, and this trade put me back to break even on the day, and I was just happy to save face from a red day. So all 3 of those trades put me break even on the day, P&L 0000. Again, this is not including commissions. With commission, I'm down about $2. That's it for the $1,000 account challenge update, day number 17. By the way, if you'd like to participate in this challenge, it's not too late. You can join at any time with any amount. What's important is that you get in here and start learning this stuff sooner rather than later. What I'm teaching you with this is extreme discipline and risk management. And in 17 days, we're up 15% in the account so far. That's way more than what a bank would pay you on an investment with them. So if you'd like to learn from me, come join. We trade live every single day. today. The link to join is going to be in the description of this video. Click on the link below to join the WAP to get access to the Discord server and the live trading, and I will see you tomorrow when we continue the $1,000 account challenge. Cheers.